Welcome, everyone, to this week astrology for the week of April 6th to April 12th. I hope everybody's doing well. Casmar, good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining. Great to see you. Yes, we have quite the week ahead. Lots of cool things to talk about. I have lots of exciting news for you. But before we start, welcome to my channel. I'm Joshua the Psychic. Welcome back if you have been here, and welcome if you're new. You can check out my website, psychicsun.com, if there's anything I do for you. All my links are in the description below. So we had our new moon in Aries solar eclipse on March 29th, giving us a fresh start. So you can check out your taroscopes for that. There are horoscopes for that. Lots of fun free resources for that Aries new moon that we have. We're still in this cycle of Aries until the 12th of April, at which point we're going to then have our Libra full moon, which we'll talk about today because it is this week. Also, last time we met, Neptune has entered Pisces right the day after that new moon in Aries. So as Neptune moves to Pisces, we have a new era. Creativity and intuition action. This time invites us to tap into our inner vision, embrace inspiration, and to trust our dreams. Be a lot easier to manifest now with Neptune in the sign of Aries. So Neptune entered Aries on March 30th this year, and it's going to be in Aries until the 22nd of October. It's going to then back into Pisces again for one last hurrah. And then come January 26, 2026, Neptune will re-enter Aries. There it will stay until March 23rd, 2039. So we got 30 years of this transit, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great. Hey, Pam, nice to see you. Happy Friday to you. I hope you're doing well. So do enjoy Neptune and Aries, and you can actually find out what that means for your sign with one of the videos I recently did. The links to my videos are in the description below. So let's talk about this week and how you can make the most of it, make the most of just one small day. That's what we do here on This Week Astrology, of course. So we're under our waxing moon phase. We're taking inspired action. We're building momentum toward our intentions with purpose and determination. And your day's planetary ruler on Sunday, of course, is the sun. So it's a day to enjoy your life, to bask in the sun's rays if you can, do things that light you up with joy. 6 numeral on Sunday, symbol harmony and responsibility. It's all about caring, nurturing, and balance. Think compassion with a sense of duty. Your moon will be in Leo on Sunday, double whammy of solar energy because Sunday is the sun's day, and the sign of Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun and the moon are both planets in astrology. Keywords for your Leo month include charismatic, proud, bold, magnanimous, generous, warm-hearted, courageous, dramatic, optimistic, playful, and fun. And you got two aspects on Sunday. Sun and Aries will sextile Jupiter and Gemini. I'm really excited about this. This is really nice. So we can embrace bold actions. This aspect is going to spark optimism and fuel exciting opportunities for growth. It's really, really nice aspect. And we also have Venus and Pisces making a trine to Mars and Cancer. So we're going to be able to passion and emotion, sparking gentle yet effective action. So it's a very, very nice day. It's lucky because you got Jupiter involved with that sextile. You got Pisces, which is also traditional ruler of Pisces, is lucky Jupiter as well. So it's going to be a really nice day on Sunday. Jason Bateman, one of my favorite Capricorn actors, he has this aspect in his chart. His Venus is in Pisces and his Mars is in Scorpio, which probably helps him create that electric on-screen presence. He's very telegenic and is a great actor, which also has to do, of course, with that strong emotional component that is in his chart. So maybe, I don't know, some Jason Bateman flick or TV show. There's a lot of his out there, and he's great. So on Monday, the 7th of April, of course, under our waxing moon phase, it's the moon's day on Monday, the most sensitive, porous day of the week. So be sure to double down on your self-care, nurture your subconscious mind. And then 7, you got numerologically on Monday, and that involves inspection and spirituality. wisdom, understanding, inner growth you can think of for the number 7. Your moon on Monday will be in Leo until, all day. You have a Leo moon all day on Monday. So you got to start this week with 2 Leo moons, 2 full days of Leo moon. So express your creativity and confidence, embrace your passion, seek recognition while shining in the spotlight. And again, we got 2 aspects. We got Venus in Pisces conjuncting Saturn in Pisces. So Saturn is like the glue that keeps everything together. Like, you need Saturn for a stable relationship. Saturn might limit us or restrict us, but, we need guidelines, we need rules, we need some kind of structure. And that's going to help us. That's going to help us build lasting love or projects that are very fertile, right? This alignment between Venus and Saturn fosters and deepens emotional connections with structure and stability. So freedom is responsibility in our relationships, right? We're responsible in our relationship. We get to be free. We get to have fun. We also have Venus in Pisces making a nice sextile to Uranus and Taurus. This is really cool too. So expect a surprise in terms of love and money. Venus in Pisces sextile Uranus in Taurus will spark innovative changes, bringing fresh opportunities for both. So that should be a lot of fun. Tammy Wynette had in her chart. I say had. She could still be kicking. I have a feeling she's gone, but you know what? I'm going to check. Let me see. Tammy Wynette. Is she alive? Tammy, are you alive? Can you hear me? Wynette. Let's see. Tammy Wynette is... No, she's dead. She's dead. 1998. I guess her man, she stood by him too long and he pushed her too far. Hopefully not. But she should know, right? She should have known that, because after all, he's just a man, right? Oh, look at here. What do we have here? Okay. Thank you, Casmar, for your super chat. Let's do a reading for Casmar, shall we? On Tuesday, I had to vote for a new superintendent. I didn't like the process. She is nice and everyone likes her. Will she be a good fit for your school? Oh, that's a very good question. We're going to have to take a look at this, right? Let's see. Okay, thank you for your super chat. Let's see. Is she going to be a good fit for your school? On Tuesday, Casmar has to vote for a new superintendent. She didn't like the process. The candidate is nice and everyone likes her. Will she be a good fit for your school? Let's see. Fit for your school? I mean, honestly, you can't get as bad as what we've been in, what you've been going through there, right? Because the first card you get is the Ten of Swords. You need it's been really bad. Whoever was your superintendent before, or whoever was in her role, maybe the role wasn't filled. It's bad. And with her, you get the Ace of Diamonds, which is a new beginning in terms of Earth. There's stability. There's groundedness. There's a new beginning in terms of Earth. And then you have the Star. So I understand that you don't like the process, but she's very, very much in. And I don't know what's been going on there, but it's been very problematic. So you kind of need her. All right. I understand that you don't like the process. Casmar, I think what you should do is make that a point, because this is going to happen again. If you don't like the process, you should tell them about it. But this chick needs to be in here badly, because there's just been big problems. So yeah, I understand you don't like the process. She's good. She's very good. She's going to make things a lot easier. And it certainly could not be as bad as it had been. So thank you for your super chat. I'm glad. I hope this helps and that you vote for her. I know it's her fault. Remember that the process was all foobar, right? So hopefully that helps. Thank you again. So let's talk about the best news I have for you, or one of the best news I have for you, pieces of news I have for you. Mercury is going direct on Monday. And this is really, really cool because it's been a little bit tricky, right? I feel like it's been a good retrograde, but still it's like pulling teeth trying to get some stuff done. So things are going to be a lot easier, I think, in terms of communications, traveling, etc. As Mercury goes direct in Pisces, hallelujah, clarity begins to return after a period of reflection and reassessment. Communication, travel, and move forward again, but with lingering lessons from the retrograde. So now is going to be time to take action on the insights that we gained during the retrograde, particularly around creative projects and guidance. Well, Mercury Pisces until April 15th. Remember, Mercury is detrimented in Pisces. Mercury is happy in Virgo, happy in Gemini, so it's not going to be happy in the opposite signs, i.e. Sagittarius and Pisces. So remain mindful of the that can sometimes cloud judgment. As Mercury leaves its post shadow on April 26th, means is that Mercury will be completely up to speed by April 26th. It's not going to be up to speed straight away on Monday, but it's going to get better. As we edge toward April 26th, expect greater mental clarity and the ability to move ahead confidently with purpose. So Mercury direct on April 7th. Thank you so much, universe. About bloody time, and it's going to stay direct until July 18th. So we're going to have another retrograde in the summertime. But you know what? I don't mind retrogrades in the summer because in the summertime, we're supposed to be taking it down a notch anyway. We're supposed to be relaxing a little bit, and retrograde's really good for. Mercury going to be entering Aries, by the way, on tax day on April 15th. So we're in Pisces. It's going to be direct Monday, and then it's going to be entering Aries on April 15th. And remember, Mercury is going to be completely up to speed come April 26th, which will be really great. That'll be really good. Oh, thank you very much, Kasmar. I really appreciate that. That's very generous of you. Thank you. So happy Mercury direct, everybody. It's Monday. I'm thrilled. I'm really thrilled about this. I think it's going to make things so much easier. And also, there was this orator a long time ago. I don't even know his name. I forget his name, but he used to practice his speeches with stones in his mouth. So then when he actually gave his speech, he was more articulate. People today might do it actually with crackers. If you put crackers in your mouth and then you practice your speech, you try to articulate with crackers in your mouth, it's very, very difficult. But then when you rinse your mouth out and you have a clean mouth and then you get your speech, you're going to be more articulate. So my point is with Mercury retrograde, if you can do well when Mercury is retrograde and keep your stuff together and hit your marks and not make too many mistakes, when Mercury is direct, you're going to be even better. So this is going to be great. So we'll enjoy that, and we'll talk more about Mercury and Venus as time goes on. So on Tuesday, we have our waxing moon phase still, of course. We're still going through this. We're drawing energy. Action-oriented Mars rules your Tuesday. That's ideal for anything that requires extra courage, drive, and initiative. And we're going to leave the Leo moon, for those of you who love the Leo moon energy. Well, Tuesday, the party is over. You get party until 9:39 a.m. East on Tuesday, at which point you shine with confidence and creativity up until then. And then you're going to have the moon shift to Virgo. So you're going to destroy the evidence. You probably had a lot of partying, a lot of fun with that Leo moon, and now you're going to destroy the evidence. Button your shirt, get your clothes on, clean up your mess. The shift to Virgo moon on Tuesday is going to have us focusing on organization, details, and productive efficiency, which is very nice. And 8 numerologically is a power number. It's all about power and material success. We like that. It signifies ambition, authority, and efficiency. Think achievement with ethical conduct. And on this day in 1994, Kurt Cobain's body was found. We lost an icon. In fact, that was the first week ever that I stepped foot on California soil. I was actually, I didn't move to LA, but I was visiting as a kid when he died. Kurt Cobain's body is found on this day in 1994 in his Seattle home by an electrician. He is believed to have died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound 3 days prior. So maybe listen to some Kurt. He left us with some great albums. He's a very interesting study, of personality study. Very hard worker, may have been a drug addict, but he worked his butt off, and he really pushed his band to be very, very perfect, right? He had a very strong Virgo influence in his chart, although he was a Pisces. So listen to some Kurt, maybe he has some penny royal tea on Tuesday, because I'm sure he's smiling. He's smiling down on us, right? In any case, on Wednesday, the 9th of April, we're, of course, under our waxing moon phase. We're taking inspired action, building momentum toward our intentions with purpose and determination. Mercury, which is now direct on Wednesday, excited. Planet of communication will rule your day on Wednesday with lots of correspondences. Be flexible and pack your schedule with some extra wiggle room. Now, even though Mercury is going direct on Monday, please keep in mind that the tail end of a retrograde and the very beginning of a retrograde is the worst part. You would think, right? Oh, Mercury's direct, things are better. But when it's actually in that process of switching directions, so to speak, that's when you really got to watch out. So if you have to travel on Monday, please make sure you get to the airport in time. Double check to make sure you have everything, all your accoutrements, all your chargers, everything, okay? Because that last day of Mercury retrograde can be a doozy. Sometimes not, but just in case, check and double check. I don't want you to forget anything. You got a Virgo moon on Wednesday. Keywords for Virgo include analytical, practical, diligent, reliable, precise, methodical, modest, intelligent, critical, simple, helpful, and kind. Virgo's very kind people, just like their counterpart, their opposite sign, Pisces. And it's almost a double whammy of Virgo energy on Wednesday because 9 in the tarot is the Hermit, and Hermit is with Virgo. 9 numerologically represents humanitarianism and compassion. It signifies empathy, generosity, and idealism. Think universe love with a global perspective. And if you like unicorns, I'm not too familiar with unicorns, but apparently it is National Unicorn Day. So you on Wednesday can celebrate possibly the most popular mythical creature ever. Unicorns are a symbol of happiness, fantasy, and wonder. So be inspired by unicorns that bring joy wherever they go. That could be great, right? Why not? Enjoy your unicorns. That could be really cool. On Thursday, the 10th, oh my goodness, 10 days into April already. Of course, we're under our waxing moon phase. We're taking inspired action, building momentum toward our goals. Jupiter, planet of luck and abundance, rules your day on Thursday. So think big, doubt your limits, go beyond your stretch, stay loose physically, right? Jupiter and Sagittarius are linked with the hips, and the hips are all about switching directions. So make sure you are stretching out your hips, being gentle with your exercises, especially your lower body, thighs, which are ruled by Sagittarius. And the body will follow the mind. So if you can get the body good and loose and you can expand the body, trick yourself into expanding mentally, emotionally, spiritually, etc. So on Thursday, you're going to go until 11 p.m. East. So we're focused on practicality, organization, and self-improvement. That shift to Libra at 9:11 p.m. on Thursday is going to have us embracing harmony, balance, and connection with others. That should be really nice, that Libra moon. 10 numerologically on Thursday symbolizes completion and renewal. It's all about accomplishment, innovation, and transition, merging endings with new beginnings, right? Because you get 10, which is a climactic point, and the cross sum of 10 is 1, which is a new beginning. And on this day in 1976, Peter Frampton Comes Alive hits #1 in the U.S., where it stays for 10 non-consecutive weeks, more than any other album in 1976. Well, that's pretty cool. So maybe you can listen to some Peter Frampton. You can get that album probably on Spotify. And you can listen to, well, Baby, I Love Your Way, Show Me the Way, Something's Happening, right? You can listen to some Peter Frampton as he's great. He's really good. I think he's a Taurus. Let me make sure of that. I'd be very surprised if I'm wrong, but let's just see. Peter Frampton. Let's see. Peter Frampton. I hope he's a Taurus. Let's see. Well, he is. Yeah, he's born on April 22nd, which makes a lot of sense because Taurus is singers. And yeah, they're really great musicians. So yeah, he's a Taurus. In any case, listen to that album. It's a very good idea. It's a great album. On Friday, the 11th of April, we're of course under our waxing moon phase. So we're taking inspired action, building momentum toward our goals. Venus, planet of love, rules your day on Friday. So celebration of gratitude, spread as much love around as possible. We should be doing that every day, but particularly on Friday. Celebrate your blessings, celebrate yourself, and celebrate others. And it's a double whammy fact. Not only is Friday this day, but the moon will be in lovely Libra, which is, of course, Venus ruled. Keywords for Libra moon on Friday: diplomatic, graceful, peace-loving, social, cooperative, charming, aesthetic, indecisive, romantic, and fair. Libra's a very fair. And 11 numerologically is about inspiration and intuition. It signifies idealism, visionary insights, and enlightenment. Think of balancing your dreams with reality, right? Because remember, in fact, in some decks, card number 11 is the Libra card, right? Because it's balanced, it's like a mirror image. And Louie Day on Friday as well. I didn't know about this, but it's Louie Day. So it's a time to celebrate one of rock and roll's most iconic songs. Enjoy the song's playful spirit by singing, dancing, and enjoying it with friends and family. But did you know that in 1963, when the King's Band recorded Louie, it was actually investigated. The popularity of the song and difficulty in discerning the lyrics led some people to suspect that the song was obscene. And get this, the FBI was asked to investigate whether or not those involved with the song violated laws against the interstate transportation of obscene material. So the limited investigation lasted from February to May 1964, and discovered no evidence of obscenity. So our tax dollars were used to investigate whether or not it was an obscene song, which means, well, you should listen to it and get your money's worth, right? It's a great song. And the King's Band, I like their version the best. So Friday. And on Saturday, the 12th, well, this is a big deal. We got our Libra full moon. Be sure to check out the description below for your taroscopes for this lunation. We did them last night. So celebrate harvest and completion with this Libra full moon on Saturday. Reap your rewards, find balance, strengthen your relationships. Saturn, planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility, rules your day on Saturday. So pace to set yourself up for a successful week ahead. Your moon will be in Libra all day on Saturday. Seek balance, harmony, and connection. Focus on relationships and find beauty in cooperation and compromise. And 12 numerologically on Saturday embodies wholeness and education. It's experience, knowledge, and introspection, blending learning with self-awareness. If that was enough, it's grilled cheese sandwich day. But if anybody can tell me, I could look this up, but how do you make a grilled cheese? Like, I don't know how. I think they're great, but do I have to put them in the oven? What do I heat the oven up to? Like, is it 325? Do I just put the bread on like a, what is it called? If anybody has a simple direction for me on how to make grilled cheese sandwiches, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I could Google it. But crispy bread and melted cheese, so simple, yet so very good. Our Navy, the American Navy, invented grilled cheese sandwiches, or at the very least, they were the first to publish the recipe. So let's have some grilled sandwiches. I should have one. I just got to figure out how to make it, because you can't put the cheese in the toaster, can you? Right? I think this is going to involve a toaster oven or an oven, right? I want to make a tuna melt. That's going to be my objective for this weekend, a tuna melt. And I'll report back how it goes. But also on Saturday, besides that full moon in Libra, I have some other really good news for you. Okay, on the stove, hold up. This is really important. Thank you, Pam. On the stove, on the stove, right? I can put it on the stove top. Why didn't I think of that? I put butter on the outside of the bread. Now we're talking. I love myself some butter. Although I got to tell you, I really feel like country crock is like the best. I know it's not really butter, but I love how it spreads. So I spread butter on the outside. Okay. And then I put the cheese on top of the bread. And I guess the heat from the bottom of the bread is going to heat up the cheese. Like the heat from the pan is going to rise and then heat my cheese, right? Thank you, Pam. I will not go hungry with you in my side. Thank you. So Venus is going to go direct. Finally, geez Louise, these retrogrades are pain. But it's a perfect universe. So we're going to be understanding more about what we love and how we love and what we can do better to love better and love more, etc. So as Venus goes direct in Pisces on Saturday, beauty, love, relationships begin to move forward after a period of reflection and reassessment. Since March 1st, Venus retrograde has prompted relations and connections and personal values. Now, finally, with Venus, there's a shift toward healing and reestablishing harmony in our relationships. However, as Venus remains in Pisces, be mindful of its dreamy, idealistic energy. In love, we can sometimes have rose-colored glasses when Venus is involved, and it can also blur boundaries. So, keep your head on straight in terms of love still. As Venus leaves its post-shadow period on May 16th, what that means is essentially Venus will be going direct, of course, on Saturday, the 12th of April. However, it won't be completely up to speed until May 16th. During that time, up as we edge toward May 16th, you're going to expect a clearer path to making decisions in love and creativity with more confidence and create clarity. So it's going to be better for love. You're going to get the green light, If you're an astrology nerd like myself, well, May is a really great time for relationships. So if you want to, plan a journey with your partner, or you want to get in a relationship, you want to start dating, I'm looking May and June are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Venus will be going direct until October 3rd, 2026. So we are going to have apparently retrograde in Venus, which I think is entirely unfair that we should have one next year as well. But, at least it won't be, it's going to be like a year and a half, right? So anyway, Venus will enter Aries, by the way, on April 30th. So it's going to leave Pisces on April 30th. And then it's going to, of course, as we said, leave its post-shadow period on May 16th. But things should be easier in terms of love, money. There'll be more flow. Social gatherings will be better, etc. So on the stove, okay, this is what I do. Hold on. I flip it halfway. But what about the cheese? Where's the cheese going, Pam? I got butter on my bread, right? So I'm just flipping it with the butter on it. When do I put the cheese? Okay, I'll use real butter, Casmar. I have Kerry butter as well. I'll use my Kerry butter for that, for sure. Although it doesn't spread neat as well. So where do I put my cheese, though? I'm still missing my cheese. I got buttered bread that's toasted. I'm sure that would be tasty. But I guess when I flip it, that's when I put my cheese on it. Let me know. Maybe it's the butter that melts it. You'll let me know. I don't know, as I close. So thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you for helping me make my very first grilled cheese sandwich. We're almost there. I'm waiting for a little bit of information here. This is highly important. When am I putting my cheese on my grilled cheese? I'm putting just so you know, I got my bread and my cheese goes between the bread. I'm going to have a hard time understanding this, actually. My cheese goes in between the bread from the start. Oh! I get it now. All right. From the start. So your first slice of bread, then you put your cheese, then you put the other slice of bread on it. And I'm buttering. Am I buttering both sides of the bread that have the cheese on it? Okay, so the cheese goes in between the bread from the start. Okay, I didn't know this. This is so cool. Okay, I'm going to do it. You have a great weekend too, Casmar. And thank you, Pam, for helping me with my grilled cheese. I'll let you know how it goes. I think it'll be really good. And I just watch it. And when it starts like smoking and catches on fire, I'll shut off the stove. Probably before that. All right, thanks everybody. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy Mercury, going direct, etc. And I'll see you next week, okay? Not just for this week astrology, but of course for Thursday Night Lights. It's Thursday. Bye, everybody.